People are so disconnected from themselves, they don't realize that all these so-called diseases are just reactions from the body, that you are in disharmony with yourself.
Why is it legal to do this type of surgery where you break bones to extend their body height?
The system will sell you something and tell you it's good for you, but it is bad for you. You're getting control of your insecurities by being just authentic.
How am I authentic?
Since we're talking about this inorganic method of working on your insecurities, and you talked about like hurting your own body by going under the knife and doing a surgery, I thought Lizzie was the one who sent me a picture or something of someone like they are doing leg extensions.
So I have sent Kossi a TikTok that I saw recently where a man just documented his leg extension journey. And it was so interesting for me to just, first of all, see that on my algorithm, because I never asked for that shit. So I'm like, why is this being promoted in the first place? And why is it legal for anybody to do this type of surgery where you break bones and put metal into someone's legs to extend their literal body height?
That is just...
Why is that legal?
That's just absolutely crazy to me, because it's literally just an assault on humanity, you know, but people don't see it as that. People see it like, no, I'm just being free, I can do whatever I want and this and that. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if you believe in God, Allah, the Almighty, the universe, whatever you like to call it. The fact that you operate on a human body that is so specific, like the organism is so perfectly designed, everything is working the way it should be. If you change just a tiny bit of it, it's not going to be in harmony anymore. And I can only think about like people changing such big things within their bodies. Maybe in 10 years, they're going to have like major back hurt, you know, or even if you just change a little bit of your toe, like people changing their toes nowadays, people changing everything, you know, and that is just part of the freedom we are gaining, but also...
It must come with consequences.
Exactly.
You cannot like...
Play God.
Yeah, you really cannot just break bones and shit, cut open your skin. They put literal plastic into their bodies. And, you know, we have seen factually many cases where doctors have done pretty illegal things, or like they really fucked people up, like with botched jobs they did. Like there is even a disease that occurs when you put like low quality breast implants. Like there have been cases where women have developed diseases because of these surgeries, which is so unfortunate, and also, again, comes down to the expecting of it just working out in your body as if you didn't do a major operation.
That just shows to me, because since we're talking about insecurities, if you are being traumatized, the usual coping of the body is like to go numb, you know, to go numb and to become disassociated with your body, to become really detached, but not in a positive way, you know, not in a self-controlling creator way. People are so disconnected from themselves, they don't realize what they're doing. They don't realize that all these so-called diseases are just reactions from the body, that you are in disharmony with yourself. You're in disharmony with the way you eat, the way you think, the way you move, the way you do whatever you do. That's why people don't realize that these so-called diseases that you said, for example, they're coming because you're putting low-quality plastic inside of your body. So imagine if you're eating low-quality food all the time, your body is going to also develop some kind of diseases, but it's just a reaction from the body like, yo, I don't like this stuff. This is not a thing that should be here within me, you know?
The body will always try to work in your highest favor. Even if you're eating trash, the body will still do its best to keep you alive, but it only goes this far, you know, like our physical abilities are limited when you think about it in comparison to what we do to our bodies these days, compared to the things that we are being exposed to. That's wild. Like our bodies really are a work of pure art. It's like even our body can be explained with mathematics. So it's like when you change a number within the equation, it's a completely different outcome. It's the same when you enter your body through major surgery. An insecurity can really just go as far as this. And I think a lot of people are not aware how far that actually is. I have seen TikToks where people do like a transition from before and after, where they didn't have boobs and then they had boobs. They were like looking down on their titties like, transition, they have boobs. And they're super happy. Wow. That should not be legal.
It's so funny to me, man, because even though we are all playing this game, there are just some people who think they're playing, but they're being played.
Oh,
and then there are people who know they're playing. You know, they're not being played.
They're not being controlled by their insecurities. Exactly that what we have talked about in the beginning. Full circle moment.
Everybody wants to play the game, but the majority of people is just being played and don't realize it. They don't realize it. That's just...
If you hear this and you feel a resonance right now, if you hear this and you are like, they're right about this, I'm being played and I'm playing myself, I just want to congratulate you, because that means you are able to create an awareness to change this. Because a lot of people will not even listen until now, because they are just so guilty of what we have just talked about, because they're so being played.
That's really the thing. The first step of everything is just awareness. And from awareness, the only way is up. Like, it takes time, it takes motivation, it takes blood, sweat, and tears. Like, it's not an easy process, you know? But if you realize it, if you have the awareness, then you can do anything and everything with it that you want. I thought about this. Like, some people say that, or some people ask, what is the meaning of life? What is the reason for us to be here? And I'm thinking like, yo, imagine this is a game, and the game is to come into control of your insecurities and then start to really play the game.
You're saying the whole reason for life, for this experience on Earth, is to get control of your insecurities, not be controlled by them.
Yeah, and you're getting control of your insecurities by being just authentic.
How am I authentic? Because I have seen an interview of a German female rapper, Shireen David, where she said she feels the most comfortable with her surgeries. So I think she assumes she feels the most authentic, or the most of her authentic self with surgeries. What do you tell these people? Because they think they're authentic, but they have all these surgeries. How does that add up? Is that possible?
To me, everything is gray, you know? Nothing is black and white. That's what I was trying to say before. Just because you want to change your insecurities, no matter what it is, if it is, for example, to have a small butt, or to not have a beautiful skin, or to have hair loss, or to have a short height, whatever it is, there are ways to change that, you know? There are ways to do that in a way that doesn't deteriorate your physical being, your spiritual being, your mental being. Because if you're doing something because you think you love yourself and you want to improve a situation in your life, that's a beautiful thing to do. We all came here to become better at something that we do. But the thing is, the system will sell you something and tell you it's good for you, but it is bad for you. It's not healthy to put plastic inside of you. It's not healthy to extend your legs, because at some point, if it's not beneficial to your system, if you're not expanding in consciousness, if you're not growing physically, for example, you want a nice butt, just go into the gym and do some squats, and, you know, like, it's nothing bad about it. You can do squats to have a wonderful body.
Yeah, and it's
so
also,
you're doing something positive for yourself.
It's just improving your system. If you are doing things to improve your reality and to follow your life's purpose, which is really expand whatever you want to expand.
And when you compare these two methods, for example, the one is going to the gym, doing squats, doing physical activities to be healthy, to look healthy, to have a nice body, have a nice booty, whatever. That's a powerful, wonderful thing to do. But on the other side, the one is doing some surgeries, and these are not healthy. They are deteriorating your physical being by you developing some called diseases and stuff. And in 10 years, they're going to pop and they're going to look ugly. And it is what it is. They're going to look ugly. It's not going to look natural, you know. But the other one who is doing sport and physical activities, they will be 60 and look like they're 30 because they're just living their best life.
Good for them. This is really how you make use out of your fears. Like you literally utilize them into growth. It's like an insecurity is showing you where your fear lies. You might be scared to be unfit one day, and that is what motivates you into being consistent on living a healthy lifestyle and going to the gym instead of just fearing it and not doing anything. What is it gonna do, bestie? You really gotta look into your habits. Really. Yeah, like your habits will really reveal to you where your insecurities lie. For example, you might be procrastinating because you are insecure about yourself. You don't believe in yourself. You don't think you're worthy. You are insecure as fuck. So if you want to work on that, you gotta find the root of the problem. You gotta find out why are you even insecure in the first place? Like, who told you you're not worthy? Like, how did this limiting belief even come into your mind, into your brain? That can really help you figure out a lot of things.